The new project for Stinky Pete is going to be hooking up Redneck NOS. But I'm too cheap to get one of those actual NOS kits, and thinking outside the box like I do, I'm going to do something pretty crazy. Nitrous is actually a mixture of nitrogen and oxygen and some other stuff. But what I can do is pure acetylene and oxygen. It's mainly the pure oxygen I want to do. So once the tank is open, you set your flow rate through the regulator. I'm going to use this hose and use a NOS check valve. So the plan is to put the acetylene and oxygen tanks right here in the back of the truck, just like this, and run the hose down between the bed and the body, down along the frame underneath and up into the engine bay, and plummet into the air intake right here, probably right here behind the air filter. But this is extremely dangerous. Like, you put pure oxygen in the air intake of Cummins like this, you can easily blow the crankshaft right out the bottom, or the most common is blow the head clean off the block. I already have head studs, an aftermarket head, and a few things, so it should handle at least 100 horsepower extra. Because I'm not adding any more fuel, I'm adding pure oxygen, so it burns that existing fuel better. Now, if I want to give it more fuel, I can add acetylene into the air intake with that oxygen, and it could give it an extra 200 horsepower easily at a push of a button. So what I'm trying to do is adapt the acetylene and oxygen to some nitrous check valves, some electronic valves. This is just for example, acetylene and oxygen in the hose. I have an old torch head and I took the valves off of it, and it adapts to the special thread for acetylene and oxygen to this looks like 1/4 inch pipe fine thread. These are going thread into the electronic valve, and then at a push of a button, whatever I have the regulator set at and these valves open up to a pre-adjusted air and fuel mix into the air intake. So come off these valves through the electronic check valves and right into the air intake right here for the turbo. Most likely I'm going to have to do the adjustment on a dyno because this is going to be very dangerous. I could easily blow the motor right up. So as it's on the dyno, I'll do a run and I can crank up the regulator higher and higher, and also I can open or close these valves and adjust how much air and fuel I want to spray in.